Well, we're back with Sandra Berchtold on scams and swindles, and you got to wonder just how people, ordinary folks, how they actually are duped in such a way. And I'd like to share with you and our viewers this short video that we have about what people say in that regard.
Such a sweet talking fella, let me tell you. He sold me.
He could have sold ice boxes to Eskimos.
I mean, that's how cool he was.
He's very friendly, very smooth, and I remember him talking a little bit about his family. I guess that's one of their little tricks.
You do get lonesome, and when you're lonesome, you talk to people, and you want to trust people.
Well, now with computers, we really have advanced our whole society. It's made things a lot easier, more convenient.
No matter if it's a legitimate business or a scam.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about, we used to get all these letters in the mail from Nigeria offering riches, and all we had to do was do these extra things. Have those Nigerian letters found their way to the computer?
They've definitely found their way to the computer. I personally actually, received a Nigerian, they call them Nigerian schemes because of where the money is going to wind up. Not that they say, hey, I'm from Nigeria. What it is they'll say, I'm a long lost family member, and they'll put your last name in there or a family name in there. And we've stumbled upon a lost inheritance of something like $50 million. And we'd all like to have that money. However, because of the legal strings kind of holding it into customs and trying to get it out of a particular country, we need you to send $50,000 to help pay for these legal fees to get this money released. Well, $50,000 compared to $50 million seems like a great deal. However, you'll never see that money again. The $50,000, and you'll definitely never see the $50 million.
And so those are Nigerian letters. They come in all different forms and shapes.
They come in all different forms and shapes. One tip on that, read the letter. They're poorly spelled, they're poorly written, and it should be pretty intuitive that it's not a learned individual who actually wrote that letter. It's misspelled. Punctuation's out, capital letters are out of whack.
The possibility of riches is like you can taste it almost, can't you?
Yes, but if you're going to trust this person with $50,000 to go through those legal loopholes in a country, don't you want to make sure they're actually smart enough to get through those legal ties?
Absolutely. What about phishing? But we're talking about a different phishing that occurs on the computers.
This phishing is spelled PH, phishing. A general phishing scam would be if somebody gets a hold of a bank logo or knows that everybody banks at XYZ Bank, and they'll send a mass email out to as many people as they can find on email and say, your bank account or your credit card has been compromised. What we need you to do is type in your username, type in your password so we can verify that your information's okay. What it is they've actually hijacked or created their own website that looks like identical to your XYZ Bank's online banking or something like that. But once you enter your username and your password, they now have that to get into your personal account. So they can wire transfer money out, they can cut checks to anybody they want. And the thing why they call it phishing is they keep casting the line out. When you fish, you cast the line, you reel it back, you don't have any. All they need is one bite. One or two bites out of maybe the 1,000 emails they send out, they've hooked 2 fish.
Now, I also see that coming a lot when bank laws change or when Congress is enacting new laws or acts. I get a lot of those myself, and I see that it's linked in with some kind of crazy logic to give it that fake legitimacy, I guess.
Yes, they do. It's very easy to copy a logo.
What about non-delivered merchandise? I mean, if you order something on the internet, are you always going to get that merchandise? Are there scams along those lines?
Well, it depends who you're ordering from. I mean, a lot of us, if I'm looking for a particular piece of merchandise, I may go to something like Google, type it in, and 10,000 links could come up. You have your more, I don't want to come the more reputable, but the more familiar links like Amazon, Yahoo, things along that line, so that we're all familiar with. But then you'll have the ones further down the list that big sale or big closeout at this particular link. You've never heard of the website, but hey, if it's in writing, it must be true.
And it says it's that same product that I've been looking for at a fabulous price.
Exactly. So you get in there and you enter your information. You want to purchase that item. You give them your name, address, telephone number. You give them your credit card number with the verification code on it. And then you sit there and you wait. You may even get a verification email going, hey, it's on the way.
And doesn't
And
show up.
And you wait, and you wait, and it never shows up.
Huh.
And now they have your credit card information.
Well, in an instance like that, it sounds like you've got a lot of extra work. You're never going to get the product. You've lost your money, and then you probably have to do some added things of safeguarding your card number.
Safeguarding your card number. A lot of credit cards, if you're going to use a credit card, make sure you have the right to dispute a charge.